The Qatar Airways Group released amazing financial numbers for the fiscal year 2022-2023 on Wednesday. For example, the company's $21 billion or Qatari Riyal 76.3 billion in sales broke all previous sales records. The company made a net profit of $1.21 billion or Qatari Riyal 4.4 billion and had combined sales of $21 billion or Qatari Riyal 76.3 billion, which is a 45% increase from the previous year's total. This huge growth was mostly due to a 100% increase in passenger revenue, which was backed by a 31% increase in capacity, a 9% increase in yields, and an 80% load factor, which was the highest the airline had ever seen. This big gain was also helped by a 31% increase in capacity and a 9% rise in yields. Because of this, Qatar Airways' share of the market grew consistently in fiscal year 22-23. The company served 31.7 million people, which is 71% more than the year before. The company's EBITDA margin was good at 23% or $4.9 billion or Qatari Riyal 17.8 billion. Compared to the same time last year, this is a rise of $30.2 million or Qatari Riyal 110 million. Qatar Airways does a good job of running all of its business sectors, as shown by their strong earnings. This good management helped Qatar Airways grow its passenger and cargo network, improving customer and trade trust, and making better products, all while keeping costs under control. The company says that the high results can be explained by a number of things. These reasons include the company's strategic approach as FIFA's official partner and official airline of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, as well as the company's commitment to improving customer experiences, embracing digitalization, promoting sustainability, and building loyalty. This year's strong financial results are due to the strong recovery in passenger demand and the team's ability to meet that demand, said His Eminence Akbar Abakar, Qatar Airways Group's Chief Executive Officer. He also said that the airline kept high levels of trust, reliability, and customer confidence, which solidified its position as the best airline. This is helped by the continued growth of our network, our leadership in the market, and the operational efficiencies that our world-class team has created, he said. During the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, the Qatari flag carrier, Qatar Airways, showed how agile and efficient it was by running about 14,000 flights and moving more than 1.4 million people around its network. This made the event one of the most successful times it's ever been held. The tournament got a lot of attention from the media, which gave the Qatar Airways company a big return on its investment. More than 63% more media attention was paid to the game than to the 2018 FIFA World Cup Russia. CEO Akbar Abakar said in May that the airline has plans for fast growth that could bring the number of destinations it serves from 170 to more than 255. However, the airline won't be able to meet these goals until new planes arrive. In March, Airbus brought back an order from Qatar Airways for 73 planes that it had canceled during a big port battle over damage to the surface of parked A350s. The question was whether or not A350s should land because the ground was damaged. The problem between the airline and the plane maker was fixed in February, and Al-Bakr said he thought the airline would start getting planes again in the not-too-distant future. Al-Bakr also said that Qatar Airways is having trouble because the arrival of Boeing 787 and 776X planes is taking longer than expected. He said that the 787's delays were caused by unnecessary worries raised by the United States Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA. During the fiscal year, the airline grew its network to include more than 160 destinations and started flying again in 13 places, including Amritsar, India, Beijing, China, Denpasar, Indonesia, Geneva, Switzerland, London Gatwick, United Kingdom, Luxor, Egypt, Nagpur, India, Perth, Australia, Qasim, Saudi Arabia, Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Shanghai, China, Taif, Saudi Arabia, and Windhoek, Namibia. The airline company also added 2 more trips, one to Dusseldorf, Germany, and the other to Santorini, Greece. These new lines will give people more ways to get around and connect them to more places. Privilege Club. During the time period covered by this study, Qatar Airways' customer loyalty program, the Privilege Club, grew in a big way. This growth was marked by the creation of a number of global and local relationships, as well as by the fact that Avios were used as the program's currency, which helped to improve sales and income. Privilege Club members can use their Avios to pay at a number of well-known foreign brands and stores, such as Qatar Duty Free, Discover Qatar, and Qatar Holidays. Strategic partnerships. Qatar Airways also expanded its work with well-known professional teams from around the world, such as Paris Saint-Germain, FC Bayern München, Al Sadd SC, and the Qatar national football team. This helped the company make more connections in the sports business. The airline has also become the global airline partner of the Formula One race series. This partnership will last for 5 years. As part of this partnership, the airline will spread its name to 21 different races and become the title sponsor of 2 events each year, including the F1 Qatar Airways Grand Prix Qatar 2023. Also, Qatar Airways is now the official flight partner of both the United Rugby Championship and the European Professional Club Rugby Championships. This makes it possible for the airline to link important areas in Western Europe and South Africa. The airline's reach grew even more when it became the official front-of-jersey partner of the Indian Premier League team Royal Challengers Bangalore. Qatar Airways Cargo. Qatar Airways Cargo, which is part of the Qatar Airways Group, is the world's largest air cargo company. During the 2022-2023 fiscal year, it faced challenges from the market, but was able to overcome them and keep its top spot. Keeping a strategy focused on growth, sustainability, and digitalization made this possible. Even though there were frequent disruptions, the carrier was still able to keep global trade going. This shows how committed the company is to keeping important supply networks running. Qatar Executive, the VIP charter jet division of Qatar Airways, grew a lot from one year to the next, as shown by higher commercial sales income, flight hours, fleet expansion, and notable arrivals and departures at Doha International Airport's QE Premium Terminal. Discover Qatar. Discover Qatar, the group's location management division, had a great year thanks to careful planning and a focus on customers' needs that was unmatched. During the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, the company played a big role in setting up logistics and giving tourists things to do. They took care of a wide range of guests, such as FIFA delegates, tour operators, business partners, sponsors, and football fans. The Hub, Hamad International Airport. Hamad International Airport, or HIA, which is the airline's hub and is within a 6-hour flight of more than 80% of the world's population, has become a popular hub for both business and leisure visitors. In January, a big project to expand the airport began. The goal of the project is to make the airport able to handle 70 million people every year. HIA was also named the world's second-best airport and the best airport for shopping in the 2023 Skytrax World Airport Awards. At the prestigious Skytrax World Airline Awards 2023, both Qatar Airways and Emirates Airline were named as some of the best airlines in the world. This made them even stronger as stars in their field, and they were recognized for their excellent service and performance. During a break in the action at the 54th International Paris Air Show, which took place in Le Bourget, Paris, the news was made. Qatar Airways has won the coveted Airline of the Year title 7 times. By taking second place in the general standings, the company has once again made a strong statement. The airline also took first place in the business class category, winning awards for the world's best business class, the world's best business class seat, and the world's best business class lounge for the famous Al Marjan Lounge at Hamad International Airport. Also, Qatar Airways was named the best airline in the Middle East. This is a reflection of how committed the airline is to quality and how much it cares about what its customers want. Well, that was all from our side. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more interesting content.